Today we are on the island of Grand Turk. We are taking a buggy tour to explore the island, and it is probably not what you expect. Stay tuned and I will tell you all about it and discover that this is likely different from what you expect.
365, holiday vibe.
If you arrive on Grand Turk by cruise, because that is probably how you visit this island. It does have a small airport though. But then you can immediately enjoy the lovely beach with a view of the ship. There are sunbeds on the beach that you don't have to pay for, and that should get you through the day, right? Or do we want to see a bit more of the island? We opted for a buggy tour. A fun way to discover the island in an adventurous way, or so we thought. This is what we experienced. After you receive a short instruction on how the buggy works and what to look out for while driving, take your seat in the buggy. We were prepared for dust and mud and a rough ride, but what we got was, well, just see for yourself. You drive all the way from the south side of the island to the northernmost point. So you see the entire island. You start with a mini off-road section. I will speed up the footage quite a bit so that you get to see the full tour and aren't still watching in an hour. In the meantime, I will tell you a few facts about the island.
Nothing to lose. Your hair's all wild from the island wind. We laugh too loud as the road caves in. Little red buggy, bamboo lane, salt on the glass, sun on the frame. Hold on tight, we're turning right, past the bombs into the light. You look at me, I look at you, like this old ride was made for two. Buggy on the beach, buggy on the beach. Take me where you go. Buggy on the beach, buggy on the beach.
Grand Turk is the historical heart of the Turks and Caicos Islands, a British overseas territory in the Caribbean. The island is only 18 square kilometers in size and is home to the capital, Cockburn Town, where the government has been based since 1766. Although the island is small, it is known worldwide for its spectacular wall diving and its colonial charm. But we aren't going diving today. I don't know about you, but when I'm diving and it suddenly gets super dark beneath me, it's time to go back. So I can't bear the thought of going down more than 30 meters along an underwater cliff. We'll stick to buggy driving. During this ride, there's only one stop at the very northernmost point of the island, by the lighthouse. Keep this in mind if you might want to switch places with your friend to drive the buggy. Because there is only one stop, you don't really get to see much more of the island than what you drive past. The guidebook doesn't tell you anything else about this either. You drive in single file, mostly on neatly paved roads. We actually wanted to drive off-road and have a bit more adventure. There is a small section that I will show you in a moment. If you want to stop at more places to explore the island, you might be better off renting a golf cart. Although this might be quite slow for seeing everything. The capital of Grand Turk is known for its well-preserved colonial architecture and picturesque streets. Also good to know, between January and April, humpback whales migrate through the passage near the island. You might even be able to spot one. The official language on the island is English and the currency is the US dollar. On the road, you drive on the left side. This isn't always visible as I have seen cars driving on the right. And you sometimes see us doing it too. Fortunately, it isn't that busy, making it completely safe to drive here. Okay, let's go a bit faster so we get to the off-road section. That's right, here we are at last. Although it is quite a nice ride across the island in the sunshine. You don't get to see very much except for what you see on the side of the road. And if you're looking for a bit of adventure, I think this little bit of off-road really isn't enough.
bamboo lane, soft on the glass, sun on the frame. Hold on tight, we're turning right, past the palms into the light. You look at me, I look at you, like this so ride was made for two. Buggy on the beach, buggy on the beach. Take me where you go, take me where you go. Buggy on the beach.
Realize that I fast-forwarded most of the footage at 16 times speed. Hopefully you didn't get dizzy from it. But after about a 30-minute ride, you arrive at the northernmost point of the island. This is the only stop during this tour. Here you will find the lighthouse and some friendly donkeys. There are a few stalls where you can buy fruit, and some donkey feed is being sold from the trunk of a car. The Grand Turk Lighthouse is the only lighthouse in the Turks and Caicos Islands and is considered the island's most iconic historical monument. The structure stands on the northern tip of Grand Turk and was completed in 1852 to guide ships safely past the treacherous shallow reefs. The 18-meter-high tower was designed in sections by architect Alexander Gordon and built by the Chance brothers in England. The parts were transported to Grand Turk by ship and assembled there. Originally, the light ran on whale oil, after which it was converted to kerosene, with more powerful Fresnel tubes, in 1943 and finally electrified in 1971. The lighthouse is no longer operational as a navigation aid today. The lighthouse itself cannot be climbed. There's no access to it. You can, however, take a nice photo on the swing in front of it with the lighthouse in the background. From the cliffs, you have a panoramic view of the Atlantic Ocean. In February and March, this is an excellent spot to spot humpback whales. There isn't much else to see here. There is, however, a sign about the Troubadour shipwreck. Although you can't see much from the land here, the story itself is fascinating. The story of the Troubadour is one of the most important in the history of the Turks and Caicos Islands. It concerns a Spanish slave ship that sank off the coast of East Caicos in 1841. This wreck is so special because it did not become a tragedy, but rather a story of freedom. Unlike their original destination, the sugar plantations in Cuba, the 192 surviving African captives were released on the islands because the British authorities had already abolished slavery. Many current residents of the islands, especially on Grand Turk and Salt Cay, can trace their ancestry directly back to the survivors of this specific ship. If you would like to know more about this when visiting the island, it is best to go to the museum on Front Street in Grand Turk, where you will find an extensive exhibition about the Troubadour, including artifacts recovered from the wreck. This is everything I can show you of the Buggy tour. I hope you have a good idea of what to expect. I can show you the way back, but it is pretty much the same. The return trip is a bit shorter though. The total tour, including the visit to the lighthouse, is just over an hour. Is this what you expected from the Buggy tour? If I was able to help you or you liked the video, please leave a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. And if you know someone who is going to visit the island soon, please share the video to help them out. Do you want to see more beautiful vacation destinations? Then subscribe. Take a look at my channel. There is much more that you might like. Thanks for watching. Lots of love. And see you next time.
A song about driving a buggy on a tropical island.